Good morning everyone, hope you all are good, and this is Nilanjana Bera. Today we will be doing pencil shading in spoon. The material required are all the pencil grades and a cartridge sheet. Initially we are going to start with the light to dark shades. We will try all the shades from 2B pencil, and then if required we are going to add 4B and 6B at the end. So we have to just build up the area with a lighter tone, and gradually you are going to cover up that into a different level of shades. So you have to keep on doing on the same space, but the pressure of the pencil will be very light and mild, because we are working on a sheet and they are as comparatively to the other medium, they are more delicate. I have done it with the 2B, and now I'm changing the pencil to the 4B, so the grades will little change and it will just build up a little darker tone. So if you are not happy with the previous pencil, you can shift that pencil or change it to a darker tone. Now while doing it, you have to change the pressure on the pencil which you are making on the sheet, but while doing it also just be little more gentle. Now this is the last one, is the 6B pencil which I have used, so I have all the shades and the pressure of the pencil, it's clear to me. Now draw the object which you want to shade. Here I am using a spoon, so I have already drawn it, and then the first step is I am going to just correct my drawing and mark all the lighter or the shading areas of that spoon. So with the light pencil, I'm going to mark the areas where I want the dark and light tone. That should be very light so that I can only observe it. And slowly you just build up the shade. Now the same technique where you have just use the 2B and slowly render those areas, because we are doing in a very smudge technique, so our hand should move very lightly, and just areas where you required little darker tone, that you can do it in the second or the third layer also. Your hand should move very gently on the surface where you're doing the shading, because you have to just build up those areas with the tone. Here I am drawing the edge of the spoon, which is little thicker, and you're going to leave it complete the color of the sheet, because they are lighter, or even if you require you can add little highlight to it, because the edge is always of the same color of the sheet. It doesn't have any outline. If you observe objects, it doesn't have any outlining, so we have to just play with the light and the dark tone to define or to add the effects to it. So the edges of any object, you will always leave it white or the same color of the sheet. Just below the spoon, we are going to start with the shading or the creating the shadow of that spoon, because it is plate, so light will play very important role in drawing those shadows. So you are going to make it little more naturalistic, the spoon, so you will be adding the shadows to it. Just mark them with a lighter tone, and the same technique you have to build up with the darker slowly. The moment you add the shadows and then blend them, it look like it's more like a natural, and the object is placed just in front of you. So you have to take care of the light and the dark, both elements in your shading. They plays very important role. Even while building up, or suppose right now I'm just adding the darker tone, I have to be very clear where I want and not. You can't place every area with the same tone, you can't do every area with a lighter tone. So observation is very important while doing it. Just try to observe the objects clearly and then shade it. Now here suppose the object has some design or intricacy, so that should be done at the end of the shading, so that you have a base just below it, and then you can do all the intricate design or any kind of elements to it. And when everything is done, if you want some highlight, you can just erase it off. Hope you have understood how to do the shading, and just take care of the light and dark tone to any object. Thank you.